there is a battle to be won over Jordan's bronze medal. On Monday, Chile's legal representatives declared that they had lodged a formal appeal with the Swiss Federal Tribunal regarding the outcomes of the women's floor exercise final in the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. They requested that the tribunal reverse a previous decision made by the Court of Arbitration for Sport, which had effectively disqualified Chiles from competing. After contesting the judge's decision on one of the routine's aspects, Chiles was pushed up to third place. However, a few days later, she was dropped down to fifth place after CAS determined that the challenge was lodged 4 seconds too late. Since then, the International Olympic Committee has requested that Chile return her bronze medal and give one to Romanian gymnast Ana Barbosu, who moved up to third place after the CS verdict. Jordan Chiles appeals present the international community with an easy legal question. Will everyone stand by while an Olympic athlete who has done only the right thing is stripped of her medal because of fundamental unfairness in an ad hoc arbitration process? Lawyer Maurice Sue said in a statement, "The response to the query ought to be negative. Fair play should be upheld in every aspect of the Olympics, including the arbitration procedure." Chile intends to submit a second petition, seeking additional and alternative relief from the Swiss Federal Supreme Court, according to the statement. Both briefs could result in a retrial of this matter before CAS, in order to allow her, for the first time, to prepare a defense and present evidence, including the video footage showing that her coach's scoring inquiry was submitted on time, the statement said. Learn more about Jordan Chiles. The evidence supporting his appeal may be the foil in Simone Biles' Netflix documentary. The appeal filed by Chiles to the Swiss Supreme Court is a noteworthy and somewhat uncommon development. Cases like this one, which was first brought by the Romanian Gymnastics Federation against the International Gymnastics Federation, FIG, often come before CAS because it is intended to be the last arbitrator of any legal problems in international sports. CAS rulings are often overturned by the Swiss tribunal only in situations where there was an obvious procedural breach, a lack of authority, or a conflict with Swiss public policy. In a press statement, Chile's lawyers said that they are appealing the CAS decision on the grounds that it was procedurally deficient in 2 respects. They contend that the American gymnast's basic right to be heard was infringed upon when the CS refused to take into account fresh video footage that was acquired during the hearing and demonstrates that her inquiry was filed on schedule. They claim that Chiles was not notified that Hamid Garavi, the head of the arbitration panel that heard the case, had a serious conflict of interest, since he had previously represented Romania in earlier procedures, making the CAS hearing unfair. The press announcement from the legal firms Gibson Dunn and Homburger AG said, "Given these undeniable deficiencies, Chiles asks the Federal Supreme Court to reinstate the score that she rightfully earned at the floor event final." The legal firms said that the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, which has often chastised CAS for its handling of the case, particularly with respect to the timeline, had sent a letter of support alongside Chile's appeal. The USOPC and national governing organization USA Gymnastics claimed they were not told about the matter until 3 days later, and less than 24 hours before the hearing was set to start, despite CAS's effort on August 6 to notify all pertinent parties of the disagreement. According to USA Gymnastics, the first notifications about the matter were sent to the wrong email addresses. The governing bodies have also bemoaned CAS's failure to take into account the previously stated video footage, which they claim was found post-CAS hearing, and provides unambiguous evidence that Chile's investigation was filed on schedule. CAS has denied the possibility of reopening the case and considering the additional video evidence. In collaboration with Jordan's counsel and USA Gymnastics, we are pursuing a coordinated approach, with Jordan's team handling the initial appeal, the United States Olympic Committee said in a statement. We are committed to making sure Jordan gets the respect she deserves because of the terrible mistakes and negligence by Chiles in handling the case and ignoring evident proof of her legitimate bronze victory. We are still fully committed to finding the truth in this case. USA Gymnastics stated that it would continue to collaborate with Chile's legal team and supported her appeal. USAG released a statement saying, "We will make supportive filings with the court in the continued pursuit of justice for Jordan." The actual disagreement is on razor-thin margins. In the floor exercise final, Chiles or Barbosu's bronze medal chances vary by 1/10 of a point. Chiles, along with her trainers, believed that her split jump, dubbed a tour jet full, was not fully credited. The 23-year-old. The score for that segment was reviewed when Cecile Landy, the U.S. team's coach in Paris and Chile's personal coach, submitted what's known as an inquiry. It worked, and Chiles received an extra 0.1 points for it, earning her the bronze and removing 18-year-old Barbosu off the podium. Later, the Romanian Gymnastics Federation brought the issue to CAS, claiming that the investigation was submitted 4 seconds beyond the 1-minute limit. Chiles was asked to surrender her bronze medal by the IOC after CAS agreed and ordered FIGE to change the event's finish sequence. The Romanian Gymnastics Federation and Barbosu filed the relevant CAS verdict against FIGE and Donatella Sacchi, the head of FIGE's Women's Gymnastics Technical Committee. Chiles, the USOPC, and the USA participated in the arbitral procedure as interested parties, despite not being mentioned in the case, according to CAS. Chiles said her heart was broken by the experience in her first public speech on the tragedy, which she made last week at the Forbes Power Women Summit. During the CAS hearing, the International Gymnastics Federation admitted that it lacked a system to demonstrate whether Chile's requests were received on time and accepted them on the assumption that they had. However, Chiles was fined despite having done nothing wrong. Chiles said last week that this is the reason she is still fighting. At this rate, it's not really about the medal, she said. My justice and peace are at stake.